We're going to be recording now, so now we can't say horrendous things.
Yeah, no.
All right, so that's good. This is good. This is good. Do you want sunglasses? You don't get a migraine from these?
I got some sunglasses.
Okay, good.
I already, yeah. You know me. Look at us. Look at us in the black
Gotta
hoodies.
keep your shit right here, dude.
Black hoodies, black hats. I mean, I got the memo. I got the
Yeah.
Jesse Sladen.
This is
memo.
how it works, dude.
Yes.
Are you
yes.
two or I'm two? I'm two. I'm turning this down. All right. Well, dude, fucking, we were talking about dope. Let's talk about dopamine
The
stuff. All right,
dopamine.
you start us off with that. You and I have been talking for like 45 minutes. You've been saying all the right things. If you're trying to fuck me, dude, this is going well.
I mean, that's why you come on a podcast so you can fuck the host, right? That's why I do podcasts. It's to have sex with the host. But yeah, no, I've been just doing this dopamine detox for like 5-6 days now. So I have no social media on my phone.
Whoa.
I've been texting you on. I was DMing you on my iPhone 8. I have an old iPhone that I have all my like social media stuff on right now. So it's like I wake up, I do like my morning routine, and then I'll check my Instagram, repost anything, or like do the messages that I need, and then I don't touch it for the
Whoa.
rest of the day. So doing that, no pornography, no porn.
That's hard.
That trust me, I'm thinking about it right now, and it's hard. No dope. So yeah, no porn. And then what's the other stuff that I'm doing? I'm trying to like read again. I'm trying to just honestly rewire my brain because I feel like I have like an okay relationship with substances, I would say. Like I indulge in them, but I don't like overdo them. But I've noticed that like for me, I would be like just smoking weed and then I would just go and scroll on Instagram for like 2 hours. And I'm just like, that's so lame.
Yeah.
Like if my kid did that, if my kid just smoked weed and then just sat on their phone for 2 hours, like I would get mad at them.
Yeah.
So like then it like I internalize that as like, oh, I should be getting mad for myself about that. So that's why I was like, okay, like I'm kind of being lame. I'm kind of being a loser right now when I smoke weed. So let me kind of like rework this by not smoking weed and just like forcing myself to go on walks and stuff like that. And so now like I'm smoking weed again, but just in this way where it's like, oh, I'll smoke and then I'll like do something actually and not just like, you know, do nothing.
We've been on the wrong thing this whole time.
Okay. Do you
whole
want me to
time.
start from the top?
No, dude.
Okay. Let
We're
me
all
turn
good, but look, oh fuck.
Let me
You go.
Let me turn
You turn your shit up.
down a little bit. There
Down? There we go. Now I turn mine up.
Because this is just
Oh,
the
this
input.
makes so much
Yeah.
more sense, dude. I was like, why that was wild. All right. Well, I'll just fucking cut everything you're saying. We're going to talk about. Okay, I want to go back a little bit.
Okay.
The phone thing, I was on that.
Mm-hmm.
I was on that for a while, and it's because as a guy, I was just like, my phone's dry. There's no reason to be on there.
Yep.
As a girl, they get like a million texts a day, so I get it why they're just like. Whoosh.
Yeah. They're locked into it. Yeah.
But if you have no one hitting your line, it's so easy just to be like, I don't need that phone.
I don't need it. Or it's like if you don't have anyone hitting you up, I feel like then you just like that's when you just find yourself scrolling.
Oh,
Which
yeah.
is like that's the thing is like your phone is supposed to be this thing that helps you like connect with the world, but then
Yeah.
sometimes like really what it ends up doing is just like making you disconnect from everything because you're just on TikTok for like 4 hours, which you should follow me at Ryan is awesome 420. I'm not on TikTok anymore, but I'm still posting videos on there, which is like a wild thing, but like I feel like I don't like social media, but I still like I have the urge to make content and like put it out there, which I don't know if that makes me a bad
I think it's
person.
called autism.
I think that's what I have.
The urge to make content is a wild thing.
But I do have these like thoughts that come to my head and I'm like, okay, like I need to go make that a sketch right now. Even if it's like a stupid idea, like I'm gonna remake like a stupid like dirty jobs video or whatever. I'm
I
still
love
like
that idea.
I'm like I need to do this or else like I'm gonna just be up all night. So
Yeah.
I still have that urge, which is good because like when I took social media off my phone, I'm like, I wonder how this is gonna make me feel in terms of like doing content and making sketches, and I still want to do it. It's just that I have to like define how I'm going to interact with social media. And the nice thing is like now when I do stand up, the dopamine spike I get from doing stand up is unlike anything.
Yeah, so that's the flip side of all this. Is like this sounds kind of nuts what we're talking about, but actually like it's kind of nice.
It's amazing.
Like so, I'll go even one step further, dude. I only eat once a day.
Okay.
I eat one meal a day.
Okay.
And so that one meal, I'm fucking munching hard.
You're loving it.
And it's it's orgasmic, dude. It's nice.
That's how people used to eat.
Yeah.
For like thousands and thousands of years, and it was because like we would like you would only have so much food, and so it's like you would just eat and get all your energy at that one time. It's only like recently that we started doing like the breakfast, lunch, and dinner type stuff. So
capitalism, dude.
Yeah,
You
capitalism.
stinky little dog.
Yeah, I know.
God
So what is a one meal? What does it look like for you in terms of are you like having like a croissant with like a steak, and then like are you mixing all the meals together, or is it just like one giant pile of like rice and chicken?
It's so much dumber than that. All I eat every day that I'm not working, burrito. One burrito across the street. That's all I eat every day.
How many calories are you getting?
It's probably like 800 to 1,000. And then I'll like have a protein shake at night. It's like another 200.
Okay.
It's pretty good. And then I'm working out. Dude, I'm streamlined, baby.
Yeah, right.
I'm getting that 6-packy, dude.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Yeah,
I like
not
it.
eating. That I mean, hey, whatever works, dude.
Yeah, you know what? Girls had it right.
Yeah,
Eating disorders?
Eating disorders, throwing up. That's what you're gonna start telling me next. Is you're like, oh yeah, and I started throwing up after I eat too, because I realized that dopamine is really good too. Once you eat it, you can then redigest it by throwing it up
Again.
Yeah.
Two for the price of one, dude.
Yeah, that's crazy. Okay, so what are you doing with your dopamine detox?
Okay, so I think the most interesting thing, I'm on all that. Well, so what I was gonna say about the phone thing is that I've been talking to this girl. Shut the fuck up. I've been talking to this girl. Nice up top.
Okay.
Talking to a girl.
Talking.
Just realized as I said that's super cool of me to do.
It's so cool.
But once you start having someone you actually like want to talk to, all of it goes out the window. Dude, this girl wants to text all the time.
Yeah.
So it's just I'm checking. It's the checking that hits for me.
Dude, what I've noticed with my like physical health is like my neck. Like I'll get like a legit like spasm up my neck when I like check my phone because I'm like, oh, I haven't texted my girlfriend in a while or something like that. And that to me is like the scary part. Is like that's why I'm trying to disconnect from my phone more. Is just because I can feel like the physical like Tourette's. It's like what I would call it. It's like I like you people. I tutor like kids now, and
I
like,
bet you do.
I love it, dude. I love tutoring kids.
Fucking love it.
And I'm like, I'll be tutoring like these like really smart kids because they're like New York City kids, so they're like pretty smart. And then I'll just notice like they'll just be talking TikTok the entire time. They'll just be saying like TikToks under their breath, and I'm like, that is a form of Tourette's.
Whoa.
Like that is not something that is like a good thing for society. That you have these kids who are like geniuses and who are going to be running the country at some point because like they're New York City kids who are getting private tutoring, so like they're fine. But like you know that type of like physical Tourette's is just going to be or not even physical. I mean, they're just talking in TikTok to me, and I'm just like, this is not good. Like I would not want my manager or something like that to talk to me. So that's why I teach the kids math poorly. This way they don't take my job. Everyone's worried about AI replacing. No, you should worry about like Gen Alpha taking your job.
Gen Alpha.
Yeah.
That's a thing?
Yeah, well, we've run out of letters. That's why it was Gen Z. So now we're going to the Greek alphabet.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Gen Alpha is going to fuck my wife at some point. I just know it, dude.
And then Gen Beta is going to watch it.
Yo, this world's getting so weird. I'm kind of about it.
Yeah. I'm excited.
Yeah, it's funny to think that we're gonna have a president where it's like, Russia, it's giving not cash money. It's giving that's all I've latched on to. But my brothers who are teenagers, they talk about, they'll just talking randomly. It's weird. The Chinese
the outburst is interesting. It's interesting to see a kid when they like literally have an outburst that they can't like control, and you're just like, oh my god, like that is definitely our fault. Like that is not their fault that they like have that like spasm now. Like we're just putting a screen in front of them at such a young age. So seeing that made me just realize like I need to be in control of like how my like dopamine receptors are like receiving pleasure. And so like now when I drink like a Coke or something like that, I literally get so jazzed.
Yeah.
I'm just like, this is delicious. And it's like, oh right, because like, you know, the people who made Coke knew that like, oh, let's put something in here to make them like addicted to it and everything. That's why I'm really trying not to smoke cigarettes on this dopamine detox.
Oh man.
I had a cigarette for the first time last night, and I was like, oh man, I see why people get addicted to this.
That one is That one's probably the hardest.
Yeah, especially like in the 50s when they didn't have cell phone. Like it was either like you read a newspaper, you smoke a cigarette. I would have been just chain smoking in the 50s.
Get me out of this life as soon as possible.
Yeah, and then it's like all the propaganda that would just be like, and if you smoke cigarettes, it'll make you skinny and hot.
Oh, fuck, dude. Anyone that says skinny hot, I'll do that.
Yeah.
Heroin, down. I'm down.
Here. Yeah, I want to be heroin skinny.
That is funny thinking about like how like our predecessors were like smoking so much. And thinking back to it, I had a grandpa who was just like, I never talked to. We were in the same house a lot.
Yeah.
But he would just rip like hundreds of cigs out the day. I realized, oh, you're trying to die soon. You're like,
oh, you hate me so much you're trying to develop lung cancer. Oh, you're playing the long game with this right now, smoking cigarettes until you die. Like, oh, you don't even like this.
No.
You're just doing this so you can get out of here. Like,
dude, he would smoke like 100 cigarettes, come in for dinner, and talk to nobody. Go back out and just rip more cigarettes out there. And no phone. So he was just staring at people.
oh, yeah. The no phone generation is really interesting because, like, my mom is part of that where it's like she has a phone, but she doesn't use her phone. Like, my mom, I'll see, like, she doesn't have to charge her phone for weeks sometimes because she just doesn't use it. Like,
Whoa.
she'll go, like, 14 days without having to charge her phone because she's just never on it. But then I'm like, so how do you get your dopamine? And she's like, what do you mean? Like, she doesn't have any concept of, like, what dopamine or what any of that stuff is, so.
My parents are old as fuck, and they act like way older than they are.
Okay.
But my mom's the opposite. She'll her phone is a fucking nightmare to me.
Okay.
You know, like the old people that have like all the text super large?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Bro, her shit is so big. Literally one text will just be like one word will be the whole screen. It takes like 20 minutes to see.
Just scroll through it, yeah.
Yeah, and she has to charge her phone like 3 times a day. When I was at home, she's just straight up looking at her phone, bro.
No, that's how my dad was like that. He would be on his phone. He would be on Facebook, which I was just like,
Yes!
I was just like, what are we doing on Facebook, guys? Like, that was something that I did when I was 13, 14, and now it's like taking over like a whole different generation. But my dad would just be on Facebook and he would be watching TV at the same time while he was like scrolling through Facebook. And then if like my sister and I were like, hey, do you mind if we like change the TV? He's like, no, I'm watching that. We're like, no, you're on Facebook. Like, you can't be doing both. And he's like, no, I'm just looking at my phone. We're like, you're on your phone. Like, that's the thing is like, if you catch an old person doing something they shouldn't, they'll never admit like what they're doing is wrong. They'll just be like, no, I'm going to define it as something else. So therefore, you're wrong.
You know how you get around that? You just start hitting them.
Yeah.
You just start smacking the fuck out.
Yeah. Would you hit your kids?
Oh, yeah. My parents.
You hit your parents?
Yeah. I walk by, I go, hey, you've been on that for too long. Get the fuck off that. Get the bad. I put their nose in it.
Like, to imagine, for some reason, I just imagine you with like a spatula or something like that, just going around like spanking your mom. It's like,
yeah, dude, they hide. They hide now because I give them shit. They hide. I go, I know you're on your phone. They go, I'm not on my phone.
I'm not on my phone, Jesse.
You've been in the bathroom for an hour. No way they're taking that long.
Yeah.
My whole family does that. So I've got 6 people in my family, including myself. We take the longest shits because we're all addicted to our phones.
Yeah. That's the thing. Okay, so now that I don't have like my phone, like literally what I'll do, I'm about to burp here. It's going to be so
Get
messy.
after it. That was pretty good.
Thank you. Is now that I don't have like social media on my phone, I'll reach Euphoria like just peeing. Like I'll just be like, oh, that feels so good. Because I was so bad with my phone. I remember like in high school, I would literally go to the urinal and then like that's when I would check my phone. And I'll never forget Mr. Pettis, my like physics teacher, like called me out on it one time. He's like, why are you going on your phone to pee? And I was just like, I'm not allowed to go on it in class. So I was like, this is my like 15-second escape. And I wasn't enjoying like peeing anymore, which is a crazy thing to say, like enjoy peeing. But it is a part of the human experience that a lot of people kind of like skip over. If you've ever been on Molly and you pee, that's heaven.
Really?
That's better than sex.
You've been on Molly and shit?
No, I've never.
That must be terrible. Because that's like a full cleanup job.
Yeah, right. You're wiping too hard and all of a sudden you're just like, wait, I think I'm gay.
Wait, I think I'm set. Also, that's so funny, dude. Whenever I do drugs, the fluids find their way deeper into me, and I just nothing.
Really, I'm a small bladder. I'm a small bladder. Yeah.
You gotta train your bladder, dude.
I know.
You gotta train that bladder.
How do you train the bladder?
At
Is it
nighttime,
mind
you
over
just
matter?
go, I'm not doing it. I'm gonna be miserable for the whole night.
I'm gonna piss my pants. God damn it.
Yeah, because I used to be small bladder too.
Yeah.
And then you just gotta be.
I used to be small bladder. So funny. And then I went into the gym and I really just started training my bladder.
Then I just became a man. Super simple solution.
That's fun.
Also, for context, this was here on purpose.
Okay.
These are 36 condoms. And I can't forget these because after this, I think I might be having sex. And if I forget these, I will not be having sex.
Yes.
And so I'm gonna keep them on my ear, in my eyesight at all times. And the minute I turn the camera off, I'm gonna Ryan.
I'm glad to know that the whole point was to fuck me 36 times in some skins. Feel everything elite, superior sensitivity and comfort. Yeah, no, this is the value pack. I'm glad that Jesse not only is safe, but he also is like money conscious when he buys condoms. No, I'm not gonna get a 2-pack. Look, I'm gonna get 36 condoms.
I was cracking up thinking about just being a girl that sees that being brought to her apartment.
Did you bring a condom? One better, baby. I brought 36 condoms.
What are we going to be doing today? It's like, I got an idea. I got a lot of ideas. 36 to be exact.
36 safe sex positions to do with the girl on a first date.
Oh, dude, that reminds me. So I'm adopted.
Okay.
We got to get into that. But I have biological parents, and they were fucking weird growing up. And they were so fucking sexually weird. Like, looking back, I was like, at the time, I was like, this is weird. But looking back, I was like, oh, y'all were just freaks.
Yeah.
Like, one time, they bought this, like, big-ass fucking, like, it looked like a massive, what's that, like, it's like a chair, but it's like...
Love seat? Or like, kind of the cup?
Like a beanbag, almost.
Okay, a beanbag chair? Okay.
But it's good. They were like, oh, this is a love chair, love seat. And I was like, oh, this is, like, really oddly firm. And then I found, like, the package it came in, and it was, like, all these sexual add-ons, and I was... Little did they know that it became my favorite chair to sleep in. Dude, I would sleep in that thing for days.
You're like waking up with pink eye. You're like, what happened? And it's like, oh, sorry, mom's asshole is all over the chair.
I'm like, yo, there's some weird tastes on this fucking chair.
Jesse, stop licking the couch.
It's so good. It's just so good.
That's
nah,
funny.
dude, I found their porn box. I found probably
They are old. They have a porn box. That's old shit.
Well, so I'm super snoopy, dude.
Okay.
I'm a big snoop.
Yeah, I would snoop, but I would only snoop for like Christmas presents. I was never like, ooh, what's in my like parents' like closet. It was only like Christmas time. That's when I would snoop. So what was the best thing you found?
Well, so I was grounded a lot. I got grounded a ton.
Okay.
And so I was like, they would ground me and then leave and go have fun. I'm like, as punishment for this, I'm going to go through all of your shit.
Yeah.
And then I just would. And so I was like, oh, looks like a brown box. Looks like a treasure chest. Open it up. Dude, I totally was like,
jackpot.
Just a 12-year-old being like, yeah, that's treasure. That's treasure in my parents' fucking closet.
This is a big gold dildo.
It had a massive golden fucking latch. I was like, dude, this is definitely treasure. This is where they keep the treasure.
Yeah.
I open it up. There's 4 dildos.
Oh, my God.
Clearly used. They smell. And no concept of what they are. Just being like, oh, that's weird.
Huh, this lollipop is weird.
Oh, dude, never tasted it, but definitely thought about it. I was like, I wonder, is this a taste thing? I was so glad I didn't do that.
There is something when you're a kid where you just want to put everything in your mouth.
Yes.
I don't know what it is, but like I had an oral fix. When I was a kid, I was like, I still bite my nails now, but it was like, if I saw something like that, I would just be like, wonder what that would taste like in my mouth right now.
Bro, you're a slutty kid.
I was. Yeah.
Sluttiest kid ever.
I'm a slutty adult.
Damn.
I never found my mom's dildo, but I remember I was over at my buddy's place, and it was like me and like 4 of our friends, and then the like guy whose house it was, he had to like go like pick up pizza for us or whatever because we were like 16, 17, his parents left us. So we went and got some pizza, and so as repayment for him buying us pizza, we decided to go through his mom's closet.
Such a kid thing to do.
Yeah, and just found the fattest purple dildo you've ever seen. And we were just like, okay, I guess she's really a cool mom.
Was she hot?
Yeah, she was pretty. I mean, she was the second wife. So I feel like always the second wife is always hot.
Yeah.
Compared to the first one when like they get money.
They always upgrade. They always upgrade.
Yeah. So
Never a downgrade.
No. I mean, come on. It's this is the real world we live in, right? Like,
yeah.
Like, you think
I'm gonna boys.
Yeah. Come on. Like I want my ex to see my Instagram and be jealous. Like I'm not trying to.
Dude, that's all I want.
Wait, do any of your like exes like follow you on Instagram still?
No. So, wait, before we move on though, do you want to talk about that? Before we move on, I saw a treasure chest. I found the treasure chest.
Oh, yeah.
Crazy day, treasure chest, Glock 22.
Oh, you found the gun.
Yeah, dude, gun was up top, and I was like,
oh, I thought it was in the treasure chest too.
next to the dildo. It's like, yo, she's putting this up that thing
like,
too?
They're into gunplay, I guess.
Bro, full clip, and I was just like, huh. Only thing I touched was a Nerf gun. I was like, oh, it's got to be like no, that was a fully loaded gun.
Yeah.
And I was just like, damn.
Safety off.
I definitely remember being like,
yeah.
it's pretty funny, right? I
Yeah.
did that, and I was like, oh, I probably shouldn't do that. I don't know how this works.
Literally the same friend. I remember, like, we were at his place and we like found the gun chest with him, or he showed us it. It's not that we found it. It's that he's like, let me show you the guns and everything. And they're from Canada, and so they just were like, they had guns that could kill a moose.
Whoa.
In that thing. And I remember like his dad walked in on us like looking at it, he's like, you guys cannot be like looking at this at all. So
Bro, we're such pillagers, dude.
Yeah.
We're such goddamn conquistadors.
No.
It's like, hey, thank you for letting me be in your home. Let me look through all your shit, find your gun and your sex toys, and eat your pizza when you come back. Sick.
Hey, thanks for dinner. Now I'm gonna ruin every thought you've had about your mom ever.
Also, plot twist, your mom's a slut. Here's proof.
Yeah.
Pretty big purple one. But the X thing, dude, the X thing is interesting. I don't have any exes following me now.
Okay.
But here's something
did you
saucy.
remove them, or was it they removed themselves? Like how? Because I mean, it is fun to be like forward facing on social media in terms of like you're not just posting like a year recap or whatever. Like you're posting constantly, so you do get a check like every now. Like I mean, I'm vain. Like I'll check my Instagram stories and see who views it and everything.
Oh
so,
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so I always take the exes off first because I just usually when relationships I'm usually the one getting broken up with.
Yep. Same.
Because
I'm
I'm just bro, we're lover boys, dude.
Yeah.
We're just little lover boys.
Yeah.
So when they want to be crazy, not lover girls, I say, all right, good for you. I don't want to know anything about your shit. Because if I see one photo where you're having fun without me, I'm going to lose my fucking
I'm gonna cry.
mind. I'm going to cry.
I'm gonna cry.
I'm going to cry, and I'm going to call you 30 times.
Yeah.
You're not going to pick up. I'm going to get a restraining order. It's not good.
Yeah.
So I always take off first, which that's something I do you the same way. You feel like you stick around.
I feel like it's a battle, right? So it's like it's a constant war that you're always at with your exes, and so like if you unfollow them, like you lose, right? So here's what I do. This is my secret for anyone trying to get back. Just mute their stories, but like because then they're gonna still be checking to see if you're looking at it, but it's muted, so you don't even have the option to see it. And then every 2 months, then check in just on one of the stories, and then if you see that they have a bunch, click out.
Ooh, bro,
Yeah.
you're fucking psyoping this shit, dude.
I'm evil sometimes.
Kind of genius.
Yeah. Hey, look. I mean, that's why I'm friends with all of my exes. No, I'm kidding.
And have any of them come back?
I've definitely rekindled stuff with exes, which is, it always goes poorly.
Always.
I would say like if I could give anyone advice, never hook up with an ex. But it is some crazy good sex sometimes. So.
I always try.
Yeah.
I always try.
Yeah.
The last one.
Well, especially if you're getting broken up with.
Oh yeah.
Of course.
And also when you are healed and you can see them again, I'm like, I'm just gonna fuck you, dude.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fuck you. And I'm not gonna worry about it after.
No eye contact.
No eye contact. I'm gonna be distasteful the entire time. But I'm gonna give you a dickening, and that is gonna be fun.
And then I'm gonna put on my own podcast right now.
I'm gonna put headphones in, noise canceling. Don't fucking touch me. That's insane, dude. Just fucking sensory deprivation, fucking someone.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
But I don't keep in touch with any of my exes anymore.
No.
Like, yeah, I feel like that's something that I have to do. If I get into a relationship, I do have to like cold turkey. Like I cannot eat. Like there's nothing.
Yeah.
I can't even like keep that open.
Yeah.
You know, because it's just I feel like it's too much.
Yeah, and also like it's just like I don't know. Even before the ex, well, I was gonna say something. I forgot what it was. I was talking about exes. Oh yeah, it's like I don't know. That whole game is. Here's what I was gonna say. I think like the age of people like growing and like admitting their own shit and coming back and being like, all right, let's like work on this, that's over.
No, it's Delulu season.
That's gone.
That's the thing, is now it's all just about being like as crazy as you can be and just being like, and that's me. And
Right.
you can take it or you can leave it. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, like I'm gonna go somewhere else then. Like,
Yeah, I'm gonna leave it, dude. I'm gonna punt it super far away.
I'm gonna have sex with you, but then I'm gonna leave. Yeah. It is scary to be like, oh, like I can't talk to someone if they're still talking to an ex. That's another thing. It's like I'm super insecure about that. If you're like, oh, I'm friends with my ex, I'm like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, you're not out. You guys still got 1 foot in.
Yes.
1 foot in the pool.
Yeah.
I'll still fuck you. The common theme is I'll fuck you pretty much in any situation.
Yeah.
You know, there's a few, but like if you're still talking to your ex, bro, I don't want.
I really don't want to talk to you if you're talking to your ex. Like, that is something that I need to know. Like, hey, like, so where do you stand with all of your exes? Like, that is, I don't know. Have you ever, when you've gotten into a relationship, I don't know if you do this, but I like have like prep questions. It's almost like interview questions to be like, hey, I have to ask you a couple of things before like we take that next step. Because I feel like I remember when I was in college, the first relationship I got into, did none of that. Found out that she was talking to like all of her exes. And then we would go to like a fraternity where like a bunch of them would be. And I would just like be like, I don't know why, but I'm going to like go cry in the bathroom right now. And so like now I'm like, okay, like if I'm going to date someone, it has to be with some like intention and not just like, I'm just dating them because they're cool, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
It's so funny being in frat. Like, yo, bro, I'm gonna go take a break and cry. Be right back. Be right back. Yo, load up the fucking rage cage. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go cry. I'm gonna see you later.
Yeah, you got an ice luge? Yeah, let's do some shots. Yeah, let's fucking.
I'm just sweating from my eyes really hard.
That's fine. No, it's cool. I'm glad that you guys are all friends with my ex. That's awesome.
Oh, you guys fucked her? No, that's cool. I'm gonna go hang myself. All right. So I guess like no more Kings Cup.
Okay, I guess. Yeah, no, she can be your beer pong partner. That's,
no, that's fine.
That's fine. It doesn't impact me at all. But
it is funny you're calling her a whore. That is funny. That's super fun. Dude, I do think like the round out. You just asked me a question. What was it?
About the do you do any like before you get into a relationship?
Oh yeah, that's a good question. But I wanted to round out. I think that if you this day and age, I think you can remain delusional as a. I want your take on this. If you can do this as a man, but I think as a woman, you have infinite options, so you can remain as delusional as you want to.
I think the delusion that we see online is like two different types of delusions. There's like the alpha male delusion, which is like, I'm gonna get up every day at 3 a.m. and like not care. Yeah, but it's like, that's delusional, in my opinion. Like, the David Goggins of the world, it's like, he's a broken man.
Oh, yeah.
He's a broken man who is just, like, getting up every day and just, like, trying to put the pieces back together every single day. But he's delusional. And then there's, like, the like, other type of delusion that we can see, which is just, like, I'm never going to take a man seriously. And it's, like, both of those are, like, competing ideologies, but are, like, in my opinion, it's kind of, like, they're going to end up in the same place, which is unhappy. Like, yeah, maybe David Goggins can say he's happy and everything like that, but I think he does want to have like a cookie every once in a while and just kind of like be able to hang out. You know? Yeah, I think that's part of the human experience that we all crave is like to just hang out with someone.
Yeah, dude. Well, what happens is both of those roads lead to you being alone and like unsatisfied because there's shit inside you're not dealing with.
Yes.
Which on that note, well, first off, David Goggins, very funny. He like, well, aside for he was like on his shit for a while, and then at some point he had to do something else, and then he like became the training partner of one of the UFC guys.
Okay.
He did that for like 4 months, and everyone's hyped on it. And then the night of the fight, he's in the corner, and his fucking guy got the shit beat out of him. And there's a video of him being like, throw a punch. Not a fighter. Just
just hit him.
Hey, don't, watch out.
Yeah.
So out of his, like, thing.
Yeah, well, that's the thing is, like, you get so into that mentality of like I can do anything because like I wake up at 3 a.m. It's like no, like you're just a psychopath who's waking up super early. Like I wish I could do that. I wish I had the like personal discipline to where like I could wake up right and just like go about my day like that. But like I have days where I wake up and I'm just like I'm too sad right now. I don't really want to do anything. And then I like go for a walk and then I'm like, oh, this is a lot better. Yeah. But like if I stick to that routine, I just feel like so stuck in my ways that I'm never gonna like get actually any better from it. But
yeah. I mean, you're either dealing with it or you're fucking running from it.
Yeah.
And like a lot of people, I think, are running from it. Like The Walk is dealing with it. You're like, let's go see how I feel. Oh,
Yes.
I'm gay, actually. Wow, I should deal with that. I mean, I'm talking about your experience specifically.
Yes, my experience specifically, walking around Soho, just being like, man, there's so many hot men here.
God, I want to suck a dick right now so bad.
It's killing me.
I need one bad right now. But nah, dude, what I was gonna say before we get back to the X thing is like, I've been to a lot of. I was talking about like the Asian parties and shit earlier, which that's gonna look bad out of context. Whatever. There's like, you ever seen these girls, the Instagram girls that are like so, like you're saying, forward facing Instagram, great pictures, hot, always doing something fun, and then you talk to them at parties and they're just like the most hollow people.
Yeah.
Bro, that's crazy to me.
I was just at an event on Friday night, and it was like the Griselda like Netflix, like they had like some party or whatever, and I was at it, and it was like at this like El Capital. It was like a super cool event. Everything was like to the nines, like everything was really nice. And I remember like just seeing this one girl who was like, for some reason she like had to get this video of her like doing something, and you saw her like so focused on like getting the camera set up, getting everything done, and then like when the lights turned on, she like just became a different person. She was like smiling, dancing, like doing all these like, oh, like look, I'm having so much fun. And then as soon as like the timer or whatever ran out, she like ran up to her phone, like looked at it, and was just like, and I'm just like, that is not good. Like if you're so focused on the like 15 seconds for your phone, then you're gonna just miss the rest of this event. And I'm only bragging about how cool this event was to be like, she was like literally fixated on the 15 seconds of her like being on her phone, like dancing, that I watched her the rest of the night. She did not like dance or like look happy the rest of the night.
Whoa.
It was just those 15 seconds where she was like so like happy or whatever. And I'm like, if you're performing that, then like you're not like being true to yourself.
Yeah.
And that's actually how you get even more depressed. Is
right.
You then look at your phone and you're just like, look how happy I was, and you're forgetting that it's like disingenuous. So
it's the same David Goggins. It's just it's the opposite side.
Exactly. It's mental illness, but it's just, I mean, everyone's mental illness is a little different. So it's like how we fix it is like you got to do it yourself.
All right, this is all leading up to a hot take. I think you don't want to touch 10s. I think you don't want to touch 10s. I think what you're aiming for is a cool 6, 7, or 8. You don't want the 9 or 10s because they are used to like, that's their porn, dude. That's literally their porn.
Just so everyone knows, I'm literally ignoring a call from my grandparents right now. Because I forgot that I told them to call me at 3 p.m. But yeah, no, you're right. These
Dude, we can cut if you want.
No. I'm gonna call them back after this. But no, I think it's not just looks though. It's also, it depends like where, like their background too. Like if they come from something, like if they come from, you know, if they're like, I don't know, the Prince of Saudi Arabia's daughter, right? Like how are you ever gonna get her a gift that she's gonna be like truly thankful for? Unless sometimes those people, they grow up in like such extreme situations that then like just a handwritten note to them will melt their heart, because like that's all they've wanted their whole life, is someone to like care about them that way. So sometimes like if you're my like advice, if you're like trying to hit on a 10, is like don't talk about their looks. They hear that all the time, and just like be like, oh, so like why did you come here? Like, oh, are you interested in anyone that's like performing or something like that? Because a lot of the times like those really attractive women will just be there because they like really like the vibe of the club or something like that. And then you can talk about that, because everyone wants to talk to them about like their looks or whatever, but like they probably are tired of it. They probably won that conversation 100 times. So
yeah, well, I'm more like talking about how, like, I mean, I'm thinking of one specific. I went to this party a while ago, and there was like these fucking hot girls, and they were like on their phone at the party. Which, first off, I'm like, I don't think I fuck with you. Like you said, it's like there's all these cool people to talk to here, and I pulled up and I was like, yo, what up? You seem sick. What's up? I'm so and so. And just like the in-person interaction wasn't there.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, you're so hot, and I would kill my mom to fuck you.
Yep.
But it's like the Chris D'Elia thing. It's like, yeah, that'd be a good bang, but I don't think I could hang with you, dude.
Yeah, and it's like, I mean, getting back to like the dopamine that we were talking about, like they're getting all of their dopamine from their phone.
Oh,
and
yeah.
so it's like they're constantly getting reminded of how beautiful. And so it's like, it's not that they're ignoring you. It's just that they have like unlimited amounts of dopamine like right here. And so it's just kind of like they can't even see that there's someone. It's like a Taylor Swift song where it's like you don't even realize that the pretty girl's been there the whole time because you've been fixated on something else. Which shout out Taylor Swift, she really puts it better than anyone else could.
We're the pretty girls.
Yeah, we are the pretty girls.
We're such the pretty girls.
Well, we're the pretty girls with our glasses on.
Yeah.
Once we take them off, everyone's like, hold on.
They're gorgeous.
Wait,
girls.
these guys, they actually might be 8s. They might be 8s, not just 6s with the glasses.
Yeah, we're kind of the hottest ever. Look at oh, look, I'm biting mine. Oh, I'm hot now. You see that?
Little lip bite.
Look good.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. What's your go-to, if you're like, do you have like a go-to pickup line or something like that?
I do have a go-to pickup line, but I want to talk about the thing you said about like the interviews or whatever, the like interviewing a person and creating a relationship with them. I feel like I do that kind of naturally. I don't do that like, I don't go like, okay, you want to be exclusive? Here's your 10 questions.
Right. I don't do that. Like it's not like not like I sit them down and I'm like, here's your interview to become my girlfriend. It's more just like, hey, like just wondering this, and then like maybe like over the course of getting to know them, I'll like knock out the questions that I know I need to knock out before I can date them, because it's
the time starts now.
The time, yes, you have 72 hours to complete this assignment.
Find me in New York, and I will be your boyfriend.
Yeah. So what's your typical process in terms of like, you like someone to like, oh, now I actually like.
Oh, dude, I'm so just like vibes. Like I'll just like, I'm pretty good. I hate that I said that. But what I mean by that is,
you sound like a 10 right now.
Yeah,
I'm just vibes.
I'm just vibes. Wait, hold on, I got you. I'll be 10. Yeah, I'm just vibes. It's no big deal. It's no big deal. I'm just vibes. Oh, Cooper texted me. That's cool. Nah, dude. What I do is I just like, you can kind of suss out the problems without actually asking about them.
Yeah. No, I mean, you don't want to ask like, it's like anything. You don't want to be like on the nose about it. Right? You don't want to be like too on the nose, but you can ask questions that are like kind of leading, but yeah.
I'm super direct. Like 2 examples is one of them this morning, this girl called me and I haven't heard from her in a couple weeks, and she was like, oh yeah, I think I'm all fucked up because I took a plan B last week. And I was like, why'd you take a plan B last week? Obviously knowing the answer. And she's like, oh, I had sex. And I was like, I haven't seen you in 2 weeks. And she's like, yeah, sex with someone else. I was like, don't fucking tell me that.
Yeah,
no, don't fucking tell me that.
No, that is something where it's just like, hey, like I get it, we're in the information age, but like I don't need to know all that information.
Yeah,
like
dude.
there's some things where you can just be like, I've just like, it's been a long week. Like that, there is something to subtlety that like is leaving the world that we know it, but like I do like some a little mystery and intrigue is good for me.
Yeah, well, yeah, dude, I love mystery and intrigue.
Yeah,
mystery and intrigue are like so cool. You're very mysterious and very whatever the other form of intrigue is.
Yeah, I mean,
why is that?
Why am I mysterious?
Why are you so mysterious? You're such a hot girl, dude.
I mean, I try to just be honest.
You're such a hot girl.
And I try not to be too mysterious. I guess I'm just kind of like, I do keep to myself a little bit. That is something where it's like, because I've felt that like sometimes I'll express myself or I'll like be completely honest with people and they're just like, that's too much. So it's much easier to just be like, okay, like, you know what, I'm not going to talk about how I think this is the last presidential election we're ever going to have as a country because I think the republic is falling. I guess that's too much for some people.
That's so sick.
But, like that, I mean, those are the real thoughts that I have. And like, I am very like, I'm not like a doomsday prepper or anything like that. But I think that we are about to hit just this like massive shift in like humanity. And I'm just kind of like, I can either just like cowabunga it or like I can like get in deep with people. And it's hard. I was at this party the other night and I was getting so frustrated, like trying to talk to people because like I would go up to them. I'd be like, hey, like, how are you doing? And these people who I've known for like years, like, how you doing? Like, anything fun happened recently? And they're like, nah, I'm just like still at my job. And it's like, I don't even know what job you have because like, how do I keep track of like everyone's job? And it's like, no one will give me just an update about how they're doing nowadays because they're just so like, it sucks. Everything's like that. And I'm like, no, tell me something fun that's happened to you like in this past week. Like, please.
Yeah, everyone's depressed, dude.
Yeah.
Everyone's depressed. No one wants to be a silly goose anymore.
No one wants to just be a silly goose. I'm trying to be a silly goose.
Bro,
dude.
I'm trying to be a silly goose 24/7. People at work don't like
something.
that. Oh, yeah, we're both sprinting from something, dude.
Yeah, but it's so tough to like, I don't know, small talk now is like getting to a point where I'm just like, I don't want to be done with it. But like, I'm just like, man, like, I try to have small talk with people and it's like, it's so awkward now because it's like, I don't know if it's just the age that we're in or if it's like now we're like like now that I've like graduated college, and it's like we don't have the like fallacies that like college like allow you to believe in. It's kind of just like, yeah, this shit is hard, dude. Like, do you want me to talk about how I got yelled at by my manager this week? I'm like, yeah, honestly, I do want to hear that, so you can like get that off your chest. But
yeah, tell me a feeling. Don't just regurgitate a TikTok thing, you fucking dumbass, dude. I skip small talk. We have different reactions to being too much. You recede, I push further.
Okay.
Yeah. I go, oh,
I need to be more like that.
Yeah, we should hang out.
Yeah.
Look, we should be friends, man.
We should do this. Yeah.
Should we be friends? We should be friends.
We should be friends. Yeah.
I go, if someone goes, that's too much, I go, really? That's crazy. And I push it closer to them. And then they get mad and I go, you're a dickhead. I don't like you anyways. Then I go to the next person in the party, recreate. And then you find one person that it's not too much for them. And you're like, all right, we're friends forever. And keep going and doing that. But I've been so Sisyphus about this whole thing. You go to someone that's shitty and they go, that's on you, man.
Yeah.
That's on you.
That's not me.
Keep it moving. I want to talk about the Republic's failing.
Yeah.
You want to talk about how you have a job? Keep it moving.
Yeah, I mean, it's so funny. People will like literally complain to me about their job and everything, and I'll just like be sitting there listening to that conversation, and I'll just be like, dude, your job's gonna be taken by AI in like 3 months. Like, can we talk about that? Like,
yeah,
dude, can't we just talk about like the socio-economical issues facing this planet? Like, I just get real Jaden Smith with it. Everyone watches this podcast and it's like, wow, Ryan Harrison's actually an asshole like Jaden Smith. Thought he was mysterious and just kind of a goofball who smoked a lot of weed. It's like, no, he's just an asshole like Jaden Smith.
Why are you fixating on Jaden Smith, dude?
Because have you seen that interview where he's like 17 years old and they're just like, so what's it like, like being Jaden Smith and being like 17? He's like, it's just so annoying because like I'll be at these parties and I'll just like want to talk about the socioeconomical state of the world and like no one else wants to, and I'm realizing that I'm that asshole right now. Being like, I'm at these parties and like for some reason everyone just wants to drink and do shots, and I want to like come up with a business.
Yeah, why does everyone want to be fun as hell? Why don't they want to be lame with me in the corner? Fuck.
Why is no one else checking the weather app right now? Like, I need to know if it's gonna rain in 72 hours. Like, please.
I need to calculate something a lot for an hour and not talk to anybody. Nah, dude, all right, Jaden Smith thing, though, I was listening to Icon. Of course, Icon's a great song.
I'm an icon living.
That
That was a good album. That was his last good album, yeah.
Yeah, but you listen to lyrics, he's like, I think it came out when he was like 18, 19. He's like, last girl just signed the divorce. And I was like, bro, what? I like to take things lyrical. Who divorced you at 18, dude? When did you get married? 17?
You're not supposed to. I'll give you, if anyone here is new to rap music, do not take the lyrics literally. It's a lot of flexing.
A lot of flexing, dude. And then I judge you if I think your lyric is a stretch for a rhyme. I go, you're a fucking lame dude.
Yeah, it's like, that's cap.
Yeah, like I think he has a line of that where he's like, you're just like dirty dishes. Do them in the kitchen or something like that. And I was like, yeah, he's like, your verse is like dirty dishes. I'm like, I don't know if I can stand behind this one, Jaden.
It's like, Jaden, you've had a housekeeper your whole life. What do you know about dirty dishes?
Yeah.
He's like, how my parents didn't know how they were going to pay the light bill. It's like, your dad was the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Like, don't lie about that.
Your dad was literally an I Am Legend. Shut the fuck up. No one cares. I'm so over celebrities, dude. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I feel like the celebrity is kind of just I think it's gonna die off here pretty soon. That's another thing that people don't want to talk about, but I think celebrity is kind of dying off, and it's like, we'll never have another like Michael Jackson type figure where he was so big. Like Taylor Swift is like getting close, but even she's only like a fifth as popular as Michael Jackson. If you watch one of his documentaries, you'll just see people literally throwing themselves in front of his car, being like, I will get run over by this car just to be closer to Michael Jackson. Like, I don't think that can happen again.
I think if you get that popular, I think touching kids isn't that crazy of a thing.
They all do it.
Yeah.
I don't know what happens, but it's like, man, I have all the money in the world.
Yeah.
Let me just open up an island.
Yeah, think about his stats, dude. He's like, #1 artist across the board. I changed my race. I made my nose look like a fucking peanut.
I've spent millions of dollars on plastic surgery to look worse.
Yeah, to look like an alien. I think the only thing I got left is touching kids.
Yeah, the only thing left for me to do is...
I can't wait to clip this and then get condemned by all of black people everywhere.
Wait, was Michael Jackson... He was never on Epstein's Island, right?
I think that might have been before his time. Or after his time.
Okay. I mean, I guess. I mean, he had... What was his thing called? Wonderland?
That was definitely Epstein's Island version 1. I think Epstein probably went there and was like, I have some ideas.
Yeah.
It's funny to think about, like...
Yeah, he's like listening to Michael Jackson. He's like, he has some good ideas in here.
Yeah.
Like,
You know what? It would be better if no one could access you without a boat. I think that's what we need to do. It's funny for me to think of like, just like Epstein's Island, a community of pedophiles, and then seeing Michael Jackson pull up as like the goat of pedophiles. You're like, oh my god, it's fucking. He puts crazy points on the board when it comes to touching kids.
Yeah, they're like, oh, that's how this island's exclusive if MJ's here.
What? You said MJ's here? You said MJ's here? God, dude. Imagine being on Epstein's Island, but like, not for that.
Yeah, you're like, no, I was just one of the workers.
Bro.
I was a legit masseuse.
Yeah, being the fucking like dishwasher at Epstein's Island. Be like, where are we, man? Where the fuck are we?
Yeah, what's going on? Why
They definitely don't know English. They can't know English.
Yeah.
You gotta get people that don't know English.
Yeah, to just show up to an island. Yeah, I mean, it had to be a dark place. That
Had
island.
to be a dark place.
You're just like, and what's crazy is like it's a dark place, but it's also like the height of luxury, which is interesting to me. Is just like these people, they spend all their money and all their resources to just be like, yeah, now we're on a fucking pedo island. What?
Yeah, congrats. You're not on a pedo island. That's sick.
It's like,
that's cool.
It's like, great, you sold $100 million worth of stocks this year. Now you get to be a pedophile. Like that's.
It's a crazy fucking game of Tycoon, dude. It's an insane game of Tycoon.
Yeah, it's like this wasn't on the board game of life at all. At no point was it like make $10 million or become a pedophile. It's like
Monopoly needs to have that built into it now. If you own above a certain amount of properties, you just become a kid toucher.
Yeah, Epstein's Island is now on the new Monopoly.
But if you fly too close to the sun, you commit suicide when you didn't intend to.
Yeah, I don't think Epstein. He definitely got killed. I mean,
definitely.
Now we're just doing a podcast from 2017. Yeah, Epstein didn't kill himself. This is, by the way, January 28th, 2024. We're uncovering some new ground here with Epstein. But the Black Book did come out, which it's like, it's so funny to me that like, the whole point of like Epstein's Island was like, oh, it's like this secret private thing that like no one knows about. And then he just has like these meticulous notes of like everyone who went on. And it's like, really, Jeff? Like,
really?
Yeah, had to keep that thing.
Really?
Yeah, like why'd you need these flight logs? Like,
yeah.
Asshole.
He's like just keeping it for the Venmo.
Yeah, right. It's like, look, I'm an accountant.
Look, dude, you took 2 more kids than we did. I just feel like it's not fair. We all split this equally.
Yeah. It's like, look, I put my card down expecting you to repay me. Like, no, I don't care about the points. You can have the points if you want the points. It's not about the points, dude. I just was trying to do it so we could all like move on, but I was expecting you to pay me back. Like,
oh man, dude, how did we get on the Epstein? Oh wait, back to this though. I don't think you should crazy right turn back. I don't think you should be connected throughout your ex. I think what you said about like the following and shit. Mm-hmm. I think it's more emotional damage for them to check if you're still following them and you're not. Yeah.
I mean, so the girl who's my most like recent ex, if you could call her that, she kept following me after we like stopped talking or whatever, and I was like, that's weird of you. And then she always watched all of my stories, and I was just like, okay, like some reason you're like cool watching my stories, but you won't text me back.
Yeah.
But she would like watch my stories and everything, and then I posted my girlfriend, and this is how I know I have a hot girlfriend. I posted a picture with my girlfriend, and that's when she unfollowed me.
Ooh, dude, up top.
Yeah.
Right here.
That's
dude,
a win right there.
That's a win. That's a W.
Yeah. So I noticed that because I remember like even when I posted that story, I'm like, I bet you this is the story that's gonna like make her unfollow me, and then sure enough, it was. So.
Yeah.
Stay winning,
dude.
Yeah.
You're big up. Yo, big up. Big up, man.
Big up, dude. So, yeah. What you said you've been spending big money on these dates for this girl that you're about to see after this. What's
I got a saucier story for you.
Okay, let me.
All right, so you had that ex thing with your ex.
Mm-hmm.
turns out, so I like seeing my ex be my stories, but I was like just fucking around. So I put the same story 10 times on my close friends to see at what point she'd be like, fuck this.
Yeah.
She went through every single one of them, and I was like, you're down bad, dude.
Yeah.
You're down bad and mentally ill.
Yeah,
So it was
that's the dopamine thing. Like, she needs to just get off her phone for a week and just realize, like, you're getting a dopamine spike when you check the stories and everything. Like, it's crazy the way, like, dopamine works, because it's like, it's not just when you're, like, happy that dopamine releases. It, like, will release when you're sad too, but it's just like, it just makes you feel a little bit better. So it's interesting that she's like just clicking through all of those stories, just being like, I wonder what the next one is. Oh, it's the same thing.
Same shit.
But that must be a mistake. What's the next one? Oh, it's the same thing. Okay, I guess, you know, sometimes Instagram fucks up, but what's the next one? And it's just like she keeps clicking next, and like each time she's hitting like next or whatever, she's getting this little spike, just being like, what could it be? What could it be? And then it's nothing. And that honestly, that's the greatest prank ever.
I know,
that's
dude.
a great prank.
It felt so good. So that went on for a while where I was fucking around like that. So she moved on. She got a new boyfriend immediately, which that's not moving on, dude. That's a huge Band-Aid. Yeah. And now he's got to fucking deal with that shit. Jesus Christ. But, dude, in between her meeting that guy and like where we're at now, turns out they were like together, and she was still hitting me up. She was still looking at my stories. She was still liking my photos. Yeah. It's like, damn, dude. That poor guy. Talk about dodging a bullet. Yeah, but also like, fuck that guy. Go for it, dude.
Yeah, no, I mean, look, you don't owe that guy anything.
Actually, don't fuck that guy. I actually feel bad for that guy.
I'm sure,
you're right.
I'm sure you guys would be friends. I'm sure you and that guy would be pretty good friends, because you'd be like, fuck her. Like,
yeah, dude. Yeah.
Crazy that she did that.
Yeah, dude, that is crazy. I almost feel like we need to start reaching out to the new boys and being like, yo, just a heads up. This is like what you're going to be dealing with. Yeah. This is your like entry level package. She don't like cold. She will yell at you from the hours of 10 to 2.
Just know that you need to feed her at that time. Yeah. That's all it is.
Yeah. She will fuck your friends if you bring her around too much. So just be careful about that. It's like handing off a dog.
Yeah, this one bites a little bit. Like,
not in the good way. She'll bite you in your fucking neck.
Yeah. Do you have like a hard and fast rule in terms of like how long someone has to be single before you would like date them again? Is it like, if someone, like, for instance, is dating someone and they break up, and then three months later you're talking to them, is that something where it's like, oh, like, can't do that? Is that's
too quick?
Yeah,
that's too quick. Yeah. I think that it's also more of how they talk about them too. Like, I don't have any ill givings about my ex-girlfriend. That's how you're supposed to be. If you're still like, fuck that guy, that guy's a fucking bitch, or if you're like, yeah, I miss him, he's really nice, both of those, gone, dude. You're out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Dude.
Yeah. No, you need to just be like, I think you just need to be like neutral about it, and just be like, you know what, it didn't work out because of like this, that, or the other, but like, I'm not worried about them. I'm here with you.
Exactly.
That's the hottest thing someone can say. It's like, I'm here with you. That's what matters to me.
Yeah, I still love my ex, but I'm trying to fuck you right now. So shut up.
Yeah. I'm still in love with my ex, but like, baby, you're here right now.
Yeah. Hey, where's she at? That's what I thought. Right here, dude. I'm gonna fuck you with my 36 skin. Feel everything. Bro, why do they use adjectives on these?
They're superior, dude.
Why do they use any adjectives? What guy? You're very intimidated by me doing this. It's very funny. It's why?
Because it's a box of 36 condoms, Jesse.
Yeah, but you're not going to the condom section and going, oh, this one's elite. That one is super lube. Oh, they do the same shit.
Yeah, it's all marketing.
It's all marketing.
That's why I don't believe in condoms, actually. I've never, I don't believe in them. Yeah.
I just put 4 of them on.
I have a lambskin that I've been wearing for the past 6 years. That's what I use, is a lambskin, just like... Never using a condom again.
Every girl I get with gets pregnant for some reason. It doesn't make any sense to me.
It's like half human, half lamb. I don't know what's going on.
It comes out, I have to battle it to death. It's weird. It's super weird. Yeah. That's what they used to do.
If you could have sex, I was going to say, if you could have sex with one animal, what would it be? But that's not the question I wanted to ask. If you could have a kid and it'd be half human, half animal... What would it be?
That's a way better question. That's such a better question.
What animal do you want to fuck? Man, I think kangaroo, I could really get down there and really get under it. I could really start playing with the pouch.
Because what you're asking is like, what animal do you think is the hottest animal? Let's see. I think about this, dude. I think I'd have to go either gorilla or tiger.
Oh, a tiger.
I want a tiger baby. I mean, obviously, I'm imagining like a super cool humanoid. It's probably just gonna have like a fucking claw coming out of its head. It's gonna have cancer.
Like a snaggletooth.
Yeah. Every girl's gonna have snaggletooth. They go, your dad fucked a tiger, didn't he? He got in that little encampment at the zoo and he went to town, dude.
Oh, you're a half tiger. I can tell from that snaggletooth.
That's why your teeth are dumb.
For some reason, I'm just imagining like Tony the tiger with like a shotgun. Like, you think you're gonna take my daughter on a date?
Oh my god. What about you?
The gorilla was interesting. When you said gorilla, I was like, so just another human?
Well, because I want to fuck a silverback, and then I mean, I don't know if they make girls silverbacks, but I want them to have 10 times the strength of a normal man.
Yes.
So that they can help me with tasks of like assembling things and architecture building of some sort.
And then when they shake your hand, it rips your arm off.
Exactly. Exactly.
That's good.
I want to feel afraid in my own home at 45.
I want to come home and just be like, keep the doors closed. There's a gorilla in there.
You're gonna be my daughter. Here's your gun, just in case she gets upset.
It's like, is that your heater? No, that's the gorilla in the closet. That's what's making all that noise.
Sandra. She loves pink.
I'm trying to think. What would be an animal that I would want my... I'm trying to think, like, what would get them into the best college? You know, like, what would set them up?
Whichever animal's Chinese.
Yeah. I guess, so a dolphin, I guess I would try to have sex with a dolphin. I keep going to, like, oh, I want to have sex with it. No, that's not, Ryan, stop. You don't want to have sex with animals. You don't want to have sex. I'm gonna manifest that. Ryan, you don't want to have sex with animals. Again, no, a dolphin would, it would be crazy to see like someone with like a blowhole at like the top of their head. They're just walking around every time they get mad, just like yeah, just yeah. I mean, honestly, I would be setting my daughter up to become a stripper because she would just have this smooth dolphin skin. You notice that strippers always have that smooth skin?
Hold on. You're like, oh, I want to have a daughter with a dolphin so that my daughter can have a smooth dolphin pussy. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, no, dude, come on. Freud was right. Who doesn't want to fuck their dolphin daughter?
Dude. This is an insane way of working your way into fucking dolphin pussy, dude. That's insane.
You know, dolphins are the only animals besides humans who have sex for pleasure, which is why it's not rape.
Yeah, duh, dude. Yeah. Damn, you know that story though, right?
What story? Did you fuck a dolphin?
I mean, fucking turn this camera up now. There's like one researcher lady like jerked off a dolphin for a year. Did you hear about that?
No. You would think, as someone who wants to fuck animals as bad as me, you would think that I've heard of that, but no, I haven't. How do you get this job of dolphin jerker?
Dude, she was like testing to see. I don't know what she was testing to see, for being honest.
She was testing to see how many times she could swallow a dolphin load in a year. I have an experiment. I think I could switch out all of my bodily fluid for dolphin cum.
That is such a funny pitch at the meeting. They're like, all right, so Jimmy, you got cancer. Let's see, Sandra, you're going to go and, you're going to cure Alzheimer's. And some girl's like, I'd like to throw out an idea. I've got a question I'd like answering. He's like, all right, I want to see if I can jerk off a dolphin and see what happens if I do that for 6 months straight. Like,
I think dolphins are into ass play. That's my experiment. I think that blowhole's just a second butthole. Yeah. I think they really like it when you play with that. It's like, okay. Like, we'll get someone on the line from SeaWorld for you if you need. Like,
yeah, to get the cancer stuff out of the way, I need this dolphin cum thing, top of the list. But what happened is she had this house on the coast and she converted it to, yeah, bro, it's weird and I know everything about it.
No, I'm ready.
She fucking gripped it so he could swim up, and every day at the same time, she jacked this thing off. She literally...
I'm just imagining like a bell or something. She'd ring a bell and it would just be like, just go
hard. Super hard.
Okay, and so
Jerked
she's
it off.
jerking this dolphin off.
Every day at 2 p.m. jerking the horn, dude.
Yeah, this is her 9 to 5.
Yeah, and then what happened was the fucking one day she stopped and he like killed himself. He literally got jacked off, waited a day and was like, I don't want to live like this anymore. And he swam to the bottom of the ocean, died, fucking killed himself.
And then he
dude.
shot up a school.
Which I totally get that, dude.
Yeah.
I totally get that.
That's
Going
crazy.
from getting jerked off to not getting jerked off.
By a human? By something with opposable thumbs, too?
Oh
like,
my God.
Like, you go from just having sex with something with flippers, and then all of a sudden, you're getting jerked off by a human, and then that just stops? Like, that's not...
Honestly, I think I know what happened. He became known as the coolest dolphin amongst his friends. And then the minute he stopped that cloud, he's like, I can't go back.
Yeah.
I can't go back. I have to just go out swinging. I have to be going out as the guy who got jerked off by a fucking monkey. I need to go out like that. That's how I'm going out. I'm gotta kill myself, dude.
I'm done. Look, I've seen the top. I know what it looks like. I'm good. I'm done. Kurt Cobain, he got out when he was on top. I'm gonna do the same thing.
I can't go back to fucking Dussy, dude. I can't go back to Dussy. I can't go back to Dussy.
Nuts.
It's also funny he waited a day. Like, what if she was just called out sick, dude? What if she was just called out sick?
Yeah, honestly, that's so funny. That dolphin's just in heat. It's like, I think I'm gonna fucking kill myself if I don't get jerked off soon.
Turns out we're just like dolphins, dude.
Seriously.
Oh man,
Yeah.
talking about small bladders, I gotta take the biggest piss. How are we doing on time? We doing good? I gotta get. Oh, dude, we're
crushing.
we gotta land this plane.
All right. I mean, I think we like that dolphin. We just kill ourselves now. We call that a bot. That was good.
Well, damn, bro. Well, fucking say your name so we at least know.
Yes, my name is Jeffrey Epstein. I did not kill myself.
That's right. You just became a skinny white boy.
I drank enough blood of children that I then became a child again.
Yeah, he went full circle, dude. You fuck 10 kids, you become a kid.
Yes, my name is Ryan Arison. You can follow me at Ryan Arison at Ryan Arison Hot. I always forget my own social media.
That's
handle,
pretty
which
cool.
is-
That's a pretty cool name.
Yeah, at Ryan Arison Hot.
Not to be confused with Ryan Harrison, dumb and ugly.
Yeah.
Don't follow that guy.
Yeah, don't follow at Ryan Arison Funny. He's not hot. So, follow at Ryan Arison Hot. But yeah, no, this has been fun, Jesse. This is.
Talk about landing a plane. This is more like spiking the goddamn, running it into the ground. Well, thanks for coming on, dude. This has been fun. Let's do it again sometime.
Let's do it.
Goodbye.